Hey, so in today's video I want to show you how to create indexed arrays in PowerApps. So PowerApps doesn't have a native way for indexing of arrays. Collection arrays are similar, but they're not quite the same. So you may come across an example where you need to be able to pull the index position within a collection. I hadn't seen anything out there that was dynamic and also simple. So one of the use cases for that would be having like a status column in a SharePoint list, and you want to show and hide fields based on that status. Now you could simply reference the status value. For a linear process, I wanted to be able to target the status and show it after that status. So all the statuses after that status, including the status itself. So instead of referencing all of them in a long if statement, I wanted to come up with a way for indexing. So here it goes. You can see here I've got my form and I have my status drop down, and I have new, assigned, pending approval. So if you look at these statuses and then we look at the fields here, developer and developer comments, this project wouldn't need a developer or comments until in development. So I want to hide these until I'm here or after. Same thing with approver and approval comments. I don't want those to show until it's pending approval and ready to be submitted. So to do that, I need to target this status dropdown collection of choices and then put that in a separate collection on start. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my choices. So items, choices, my development projects list, and then dot status to grab those. And then I'm going to go to app. So on the app on start method, I'm going to say for all, and then I'll paste in my choices here, comma, and then I want to collect for each one of those a copy into, let's just say, statuses. All right, so I'm going to get a new collection called statuses, and then I want to create an object for each one of these where I'm capturing the actual value from the choices. So value equals value here. And then I'm going to create my index position. And here's really the value of this. I'm going to say count rows of the collection. So as this grows, it's going to increase each time. So at the first one, for the first status, the index position is going to be 0, like a normal array. And then for each one of these, as it iterates over, the collection is going to grow and you'll get your index position. So then I'll go ahead and close that out. And now I can run my on start, see what that looks like. Let's just view the collection here. And I can see new is 0, 1 is assigned, just like a normal array, and so on. So now I've got my index array, and now how do I show and hide these? Well, you can do it a couple ways. You could reference the static number to say, okay, I want to show and hide these when the index is over a certain number, but I like to do these a little bit more dynamic so that if we add statuses later on, it's just going to update automatically. So in order to do that, I'm going to select my developer and developer comments. And then I need to know what the position is. So I'm going to reference this one by a lookup. So let's say visible. And then in here, I'm going to say, I want to look up my index. So call statuses, where value, so the drop-down value, equals status val. Now that status val is the name of my drop-down. Dot selected dot value. So I'm getting the index position of the currently selected drop-down value. Okay. So then I want to get the index. Now I want to show these fields when that index is greater than or equal to, and then I'm going to do another lookup on the same collection, where value equals, and then my status, let me take a look at that. It was in development with a dash there. So in development, and then I'll do dot index. Okay, so now I have that. You can see that they've been hidden. I go to in development, they appear. I go to complete, they appear, and so on. But anything before that, it's going to hide. And you can do the same exact thing with approver and approver comments. So if I want to say pending approval, let's copy this one here. Go to approver, paste this in, and then pending approval. So once I get there, it'll show and hide. So that is how you create indexed arrays or collections in PowerApps. Hope you enjoyed it.